Hey everybody, it's Tia and I'm about to do a wash and go. This is not my favorite. I'm not going to say anything mean about it, but I'm just going to finish it up and not buy it again. And then I'm going to use the Silk Elements and do that as kind of like a pre-treatment. I'm going to do it on my dry hair. I usually like it a little bit damp, but I'm being lazy, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on dry hair. And I know some people like it on dry hair, some people like it on damp. I mean, it really just is up to your hair, like how you feel that it absorbs it. And I feel my hair absorbs the conditioner best, like partially damp. Alright, I'm able to do this because my hair has some moisturizer in it, but ideally don't separate it without spritzing the ends so things don't just be ripping and popping.
I love how wash and goes look different on pretty much everybody. It makes you unique. I had to get to know my coils first and then I knew what they were capable of. I've seen so many sweet wash and goes on here, but I have to be realistic and know what my hair will do. Me and T, we've experienced some awkward hair lengths for wash and goes, so I just relied on braid outs and tried wash and goes at a later date. Some hair curl patterns may request the raking or shingling method to situate their coils. I started out shingling until I found out that it wasn't necessary for my hair. Some hair types request the doodle, or also known as finger coil. I used to take on T's hair a small tooth comb, place some hair, and twist the comb around it until it was a coil.
Okay guys, I'm back. I rinsed out my conditioner, the one that I did as the leave-in, and then I just put my hair back in the cap so it can kind of hold the moisture. It's easier done on a wet hair. So now I'm going to take my Tresemme, and plus I think this is the first time using this, but this stuff is really thick, so it should be alright. Alright, and I just go through and I squash it all through. Whatever is not saturated, or whatever this product doesn't get to, like if you don't get up under there and there's big middle sections that are still untouched by the conditioner, that will later turn to puff. So if you don't want any puff or frizz, you really got to get it up in there. The same thing with the gel. There are times when I purposely style my hair that way, where I purposely miss some sections because I want a combination of puff and defined curls. That's another look, you know, and then there's times when I just have to get up all in there. Okay, so to my understanding, and I like to try to understand things so I can do them sensibly, what this product, the Tresemme conditioner, is doing is clumping together curls that I already have. If they don't get clumped together, they turn frizzy because they are by themselves, you know, and eventually they don't have the strength or the coating or anything. You know, there is truth in divided we fall, united we stand. Yes, and that goes for here too. The conditioner is clumping them together, and when this happens, they're going to be able to defy the frizz. And for me, that's all this is doing: sealing, coating, and defining and clumping. That's what this is doing. I found out that I actually need something else on top of this, like a light gel. And I don't know why. This was just by trial and error. Like when I just put the conditioner, what happens is it does actually start to have a little bit of frizz. For me, it's just not as, I can't really manhandle it like how I can once I put a little coating of my gel, and I'll show you which gel I use. As much conditioner as I'm using, I still feel like big pockets of hair inside that are unaffected by the conditioner. They haven't even been hit by the conditioner. And what that means is once this dries, I will have some poof in there. Like I said, sometimes I don't mind that look, but just so you understand exactly what's happening when you're putting product, if you don't want it, you don't have to have it, the frizz and the puff. You can go ahead and just coat it well. As far as the single strand knots go, if you want less single strand knots, I mean, it's part of the game, so it's going to happen. But if you want to reduce it, because sometimes there's patches of it, like big old sections where a whole bunch of hair is tied onto itself and breaking off and coming down. Pull out the hair while it's in a stretched state. Not pull it out, but you know, do one of this. Like let's say you had a braid out before you went to do this and the hair was stretched. While it's dry, just go like this and everything will slide out. While it's wet, those curls are activated to lock up on each other. So that's just going to be something that you're going to either have to work out with oils to get it out. Still a work in progress. I had to figure out what my coils were doing, and to look at it, I have the same curl pattern all the way through. I know it sounds impossible because mostly everybody says they have like different ones, but that's just what I see. A good way to see your curl pattern is to saturate your hair with water and put your favorite conditioning product and clump a section, and that way you'll see what it's doing. Like basically, I'm saying do this, and you can see, well, let me see. You can see what it does once you, I can't see the camera that well, what's going on. Okay, as far as detangling goes, did I detangle this before I did it? Yeah, I detangled this like 2 days ago, so would I detangle it again to do this? No, I really don't detangle my hair more than once every 7 to 10 days. That's just works for me. So I didn't need to. And when I say detangle, I mean like with a tool, with a comb, with a brush, once every 7 to 10 days. I'll use my fingers and go through things. If there's anything I need to get through, I can easily just separate it. But it's not a biggie. I'm not going to lock up or nothing because I detangled two days ago. So and it doesn't affect this style for me, not detangling. Okay. So now I think I'm done. I'm not totally sure. Like I know I feel sections, especially in the crown area. Oh my goodness. And so now I think I'm done with my conditioner. That was the Tresemme Anti-Breakage Professional Formula Conditioner. Okay, so here I'm going to put in the Shea Moisture Curling Souffle, and it was just by trial and error that I found out that I need this on top of my conditioner. So part of this video is to share with you that if you're not having successful washing or successful to, you know, it not meaning it not turning out how what you were going for, something to consider is adding or subtracting certain products that you're using. I realized that I wanted some shine, and you don't really get that with the conditioner. Once it dries, it's kind of, it's not as shiny as the Eco Styler gel. And I try to avoid using the Eco Styler gel. It's just a different look. It really stretches out my curls. So it's just mostly I like to keep my hair in the conditioner. That seems to be the healthiest way to go with it. And so now what I'm doing is taking clumps of the Shea Moisture Curling Souffle and kind of going through area by area and running it along my hair shaft. But basically I will come back once this is dried. I have put the Shea Moisture curling souffle throughout. It has great ingredients, oils, and everything that you'd like to put on top of curly hair to give it that shine. It has a little hole to it. Sometimes just definitely looking at the ingredients will tell you what a product is going to do. Okay, so this is it. This is my quick throw together wash and go. Truly a wash and go in all sense of the word. When I'm in the shower, it goes by much quicker. I just splatter it through quicker, and I use a little bit of water to help me distribute it. Not a lot, but just the steam and some of the, the water that splashes off. The whole idea is that I had to keep trial and error, and once it dries, then I see what it did, and if I absolutely hated it the next day after it did what it did, then I washed it out, and then I thought about it again. Okay, like, what do I need? I found out that there's a certain viscosity, a certain thickness of the conditioner. If you're into conditioner wash and goes, they have to be a certain thickness for it to hold your curls down and really define it, if that's the look you're going for. I have a few different ways that I do my wash and goes, and I have some videos on there that produce totally different results and when they dry. So I'm going to come back when this dries and let you guys see, but I'm going to let it air dry, see how long that takes. It's kind of windy outside. It's kind of sunny. I should be dry by bedtime, I hope. Alright, see you.